What's happening, everybody? I'm Ant Pruitt. This is Everyday People Doing Everyday Shit podcast on whatever podcast app you're listening to. Hanging out with the one and only Queen Pruitt sitting over here to my right. How you be over there?
Swell. How are you doing this evening?
Make sure you actually get on the mic there. You know, if you want to move your mic, you can.
Swell.
You can. You can move your mic.
I just did.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind. I'm not going to argue.
No.
Good to see y'all. Thank you for being here in the YouTube live stream. I am sorry about whatever OBS decided to do with this update because my audio, I'm clipping on my side. So my recording, the post process and the editing is going to be really fun. But apparently you guys don't hear us very well in YouTube. I don't know what the heck OBS did with their update. Not to mention, prior to that, Canon, I had to update the firmware on my camera. It wiped every freaking thing out for some reason. All of my settings were wrong. So I don't know. I'm sorry.
Well, let's just have a short show then.
It ain't nothing I did. It ain't nothing I did.
You got to be able to hear us.
It ain't nothing I did. They can hear us.
Oh, now. Oh, okay.
They can hear us. It's just not as loud as it normally would be.
That's unfortunate.
So, okay. Listen on YouTube and the audio is better now. Okay, good. Thank you for that confirmation, Mr. John Helm. Everybody's here in the live chat. Thank y'all for being here, by the way. Go ahead and hit thumbs up inside of the YouTube live chat for me, please. And thank you. And hit the share button inside of YouTube, please. And thank you. And even to start the show out, man, before we even went on the air, there was a super chat that came in from Ozone Nightmare for $10. It says, "Happy Wednesday, Pruitt. I hope this week finds you both well. Can't stay for the live show tonight, but looking forward to hearing it this weekend. Have a great show." Thank you so much for that $10 super chat. Really appreciate that support. Yeah, Ozone Nightmare is quite all right. And I do see that he listens on the weekend because he posts it and tweets it, that kind of thing, when he's listening to our show over the weekends. All right. Preambles out of the way. What's been going on with you, dear? Anything?
Nothing but the rent. And yeah. And work. And work is slow. Work is very slow. Like, I've heard that everything is slow right now, which we are all feeling it. Let's see. We got some callbacks coming up.
Oh, what's the callbacks on?
One is for the POTUS.
POTUS. That makes me think of Veep.
And then, yeah, or the 7 women behind him. It's a long... It's a long title? It's a very long title. But
is this something that's been out and about, or is this fairly new, independent, indie? What's the deal with this?
Oh...
What was that?
Now, so last week or the week before, I had my book in here and I would have been able to answer all of those questions. I would have had the play in here in my hands, but I'm just going back to read, for the roles. But I did read the play. It's exciting. It's funny. It's a really, really funny play. I'm excited about. It's a very young playwright. She's like between 26 and 28, one of those. And she's
age-wise?
Yes, and already been to Broadway.
And what's it called? POTUS and the
POTUS, or does it come up?
I'm looking now. Oh, I found it by Selena Flinlinger. Is that how you say that name?
Sure.
And behind every great, it cuts off the title. Behind every great dumbass are 7 women trying to keep him alive. Oh, that's funny. Let's see if I can share it on the screen here. There we go. This is it. POTUS, or behind every great dumbass are 7 women trying to keep him alive. It's a play by Selena Flinlinger. I believe that's how you say it. Yeah, interesting.
She's pretty young. Already been to Broadway. It's a lot of It's an all-star cast too. It's pretty awesome and it's funny, and have that. And then I just signed a contract to sing. The whole thing is singing one of the Shirelles. I gotta look that up a little bit more. I did look up the Shirelles already, but my whole role is pretty much singing.
We got someone in the live chat here that apparently knows what's going on. Let's see here. Where did I go? This says Taj Britton. Tajay Britton. Hi, Phoebe.
Hi, Phoebe. Hi, Ann. It's Tajay from school. I'm not 100% familiar with POTUS, but it's put on my Left Edge Theater, which does...
It's put on by Left Edge Theater, which does never things...
Done in the Bay Area.
Oh, does things never before done in the Bay Area. Okay. Outstanding. And welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tajay. Is Tajay?
Tajay.
All right. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And thank you for the
information.
insight, because she clearly don't know.
He always has the insight. It's one of my fellow co-stars, co-actors. What do you call that? Oh, no, we're not going to start this early with the vocabulary stuff. Wait a minute.
Damn, 10 minutes in and it's already a wrap. Good grief. Anyway, co-star is fine.
Yeah, and co-classmate. And no, just classmate. So, yeah, that's my Tajay. It's my brother.
And what's the mother? Little letters. And what's the so the callback is you go to report on for this win tomorrow, next
Tuesday.
week, Tuesday, with this shooting going live on. You have a. You really shouldn't do that like right now while it's.
Well, I need it to stay still. Won't stay still. I'm sorry.
This show is going to be so much fun in post. Good gosh. Anyway, all right. So you go to your call back on Tuesday, and
then I will get more information after that.
Okay. Thank you. I'm not going to ask anything else about said play now.
I'm just going to let you know. That's what it is, because that's all I know at this point.
Yeah.
Because who knows if I'm going to even get a role. So that's why it stops there. I'm getting called back to read for 2 roles. So for sure, out of those 2 roles, I'll get one.
That was going to be my next and final question is, do you think you would actually get casted on this?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I wonder why that mic is moving like that. I don't know. What the hell who did I piss off this week, man? This has been one of the most shit-tastic last couple of days.
Yes, it has for you. I can feel it in the air. I have felt it in the energy around you.
So I'm fine, but damn, just what did I do?
It's not just you.
Good.
The world everything has been reset in the world. People's flights. Think about the people sitting at the airports right now.
They got it a lot worse.
Yeah, they're not really struggling with the mic.
They got it a lot worse. Well, anyway, I'm going to, since this is a decent stopping point, we're going to pause for a quick commercial break. And I'm going to fix this freaking mic for a second as best I can. So y'all stay right there. We'll be right back. And we are back. Thank y'all for being here. And thank you for dealing with our
everyday bullshit
that's happening right now with the tech world. I don't know what's happening. Microsoft had an issue this past weekend with CrowdStrike and all of that, and all hell broke loose with computers. Apparently it has trickled down to people like us that don't even freaking use Microsoft. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, there was some stuff that I wanted to get into this week. As far as updating with me, let's see. Applied for a job and then found out I couldn't apply for said job because I wasn't qualified, apparently. So there's that. There's also some other jobs I've applied for from a video editing standpoint that are remote, but I don't know. My spidey senses is acting weird with one of them. Because like the whole conversation was all virtual over email. Yeah, we got your application, yada, yada, yada. This looks good. So let's work together. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. But not one time did they say, hey, we should do a call, do a Zoom or something like that. And they didn't. But then I got another one, similar scenario. Hey, this looks good. Let's work together. And they said, all right, we're going to schedule a Skype call. And I'm like, damn, people still use Skype. But then I forgot. Yeah, some people do still use Skype for whatever reason. And I said, all right, I'm going to see if this is real. And I said, all right, cool. And I just like left it at that, thinking, you're going to let me know when the Skype call is? I hadn't heard shit. So I'm glad I didn't sign anything, because they did send like a little contract thing, DocuSign thing, and wanting this information and that information. And I'm like, nope, I'll wait till I do the call. So then there's another one that I have tomorrow. I have an interview tomorrow at 9 a.m. our time for, damn, I can't remember the role. I can't, but it don't matter. I said I'd look into it. And now that I say it out loud, the email didn't say a Zoom interview. It said a Zoom webinar. You ever heard, have you heard webinar? I haven't heard webinar in like a decade.
Oh my goodness. Webinar.
Yeah, like a decade. And webinars tend to mean they just presenting to you. You don't have no interaction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that doesn't sound like an interview, but we'll see at 9 o'clock tomorrow.
I was just sitting here thinking about, oh my God, I hope I didn't send all my information into some mess.
Well, and see, that's the thing.
I hope it's real. I mean, Spreckles is known around here.
No, that's your thing is yours is legit. That is a physical building that we can walk to and have driven by a gazillion times here in the area. Okay. You know, that's the difference. With me, yeah, I'm always gun shy on this stuff because I've been compromised
so many times.
3 times in my life.
Yeah.
And so I'm very leery on what I put out there. These people never get my real email address. Mm-hmm. Half the time, they don't even get my real birthday until it's time for me to do an actual legit document and stuff like that. And what I'm finding with LinkedIn has turned into a bit of a spam bot farm. And LinkedIn used to be where I made my money. Mm-hmm. I used to love LinkedIn because that's headshots and everything. It always came through LinkedIn. And then I see our nieces in the house. Hey, Jasmine. She says, woohoo, interview. Good to see you there.
Hey, Jasmine.
But yeah, LinkedIn was my go-to. And now it's starting to turn into a bit of a spam farm to me. I've had to disable the messages that pops up in there because it would be somebody, hey, we are a developer, business development partner, yada, yada, yada. And they look legit, but you can just read that title and say, oh, that's all buzzwords.
That's unfortunate.
Nobody's title is all buzzwords. You know, you're the boss, or you're the drone, or you're the owner, that kind of thing. You know, it's not a lot of buzzwords. The chief growth officer for engagement. And no. That's buzzwords, and it's probably not real. And if it is a real title,
like what you would enter in Google, when you're looking for a job,
right? And if it is a real title, I want to know more about your company, you know. And I've been finding in that there's a lot of times where I go to look up said company and I can't find squat, but the people that wanted to do that Skype call, I looked up their company and their company was legit. Mm-hmm. But who knows? They could have been masquerading. Mm-hmm. I have no idea. So I'm just going to wait. Like I said, 9 o'clock in the morning, my time, our time, you know, I'll know more. I don't even remember what the role is. That's what's sad. It may be a video editor role. It may be data entry. I don't know. Because right now I'm just at the point I'm trying to find something and it's really annoying. And I want to be able to still have some kind of flexibility.
Because you're worth more than something. And that's when you mess up, when you just looking for something.
Yeah.
Seriously. to just look
and the thing is, there's a lot of somethings out there. There's somebody that still continues to call me from New York, this drug company, and it's a data entry job, and it's $18 an hour. Okay, I'm going to pause right there. I said $18 an hour, and I know everybody listening to that is thinking, whoa, that's a lot of money. That is not a lot of money in California. It's not a lot of money in California, and it's not a lot of money for...
minimum wage is $20 for said...
yeah, if you want to work at McDonald's or something like that, they have to pay you $20 an hour.
$20 an hour.
So, yeah, $18 is not a lot of money. And I've asked that company, look, y'all have reached out to me twice about this job, and I've told you, no, I'm not interested unless you got something else there, because I'm worth more than $18 an hour. You know? Mm-hmm. I don't remember the last time I made $18 an hour. You know, it's
hard.
It's interesting, but yeah, that's what's going on with me update wise. Still pushing along, doing what we can do. Creator office hours. Creator office hours is...
He said hi, Liz.
What?
It's to me, I'm looking at, I guess...
Oh, LaShawn.
The hi.
Yeah, that's Cinder.
Janine.
Yeah. Cinder Fractal is saying hello to our niece.
Hi, Janine.
And
I wonder if everybody knows how to say that.
And John Helm says, you working with any headhunter agencies? That's the thing, Mr. Helm.
What is that?
Headhunter agencies they're turning into a bit of a scam too, unfortunately. They're
oh my word.
They are grabbing as much data about you as possible, okay? And sending that data and information to whoever the heck out there that'll pay for it. And you still end up with nothing. And for example, there are services, and I'll just go ahead and call it out right now. Johnson Jobs, I think it's jj.com. Johnson Jobs. I think that's what it's called. It's something like that. It's called Johnson Jobs, and it's JJ. It comes in my email. They will send you a list of things that you qualify for, similar to how the whole monster.com and careerbuilder.com back in the early 2000s used to do. And Career Builder is still out there. JJ Jobs and Career Builder, they will email you regularly things that you fit into. When you go to click on those jobs, it takes you to the Career Builder website that shows the job posting. You go to click apply. It takes you to another third-party website that's not even the company.
Oh, no.
And they want you to first create an account to view this job. So you put in yet another email address.
Yep.
They just data mining the shit out of you.
Yeah.
And this has been an endless cycle.
I can see that happening. Yes.
So what I've been doing is when I see stuff that comes through like JJ Jobs or Career Builder, I just manually go and look up that company, because sometimes they'll actually put it on their website, and I'll go from there. There was one company that was looking for a photographer here in the area, actually. Got the name, got the phone number. They just wouldn't return my call. You know, but I think it's because they're trying to go through their headhunter services such as Career Builder and all of that. But what Career Builder is doing is taking every email address that they can get and selling it to some data broker out there that can run all these other ads and stuff towards you and spamming your freaking mailbox outside, because they get your physical address too.
Yeah.
You know, so it's been an interesting experiment. The next thing I'm going to do, and I'll just say this publicly, I'm going to go back through my inbox, because I keep all of the emails of when I submit the applications and resumes and whatnot via Indeed, ZipRecruiter, whatever service at the time. And they send you the confirmation, hey, thank you for submitting for this position. I keep that. And then I also get the emails that says, hey, we're not moving forward with you. I keep all of those. I'm going to go back through all of those that I've been rejected on, resubmit, and I'm going to change my race. I'm going to change my name, put a different name on the resume, all that shit. We'll see what happens.
Let's do it.
See what happens. Because I'm curious.
I mean, what else you got to do but apply for the job?
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious.
I know, and you're over it too.
And a lot of it,
it's ridiculous.
And then the things that
for it to be so many jobs out here. Everybody, so many jobs out here. So many jobs. So many jobs
out here that still ain't paying.
Not enough to make it.
And then there's people like like in California, you have to do this. Well, you don't really have to. It's voluntary, where they're analyzing who's applying for a job. Are you disabled? Are you a veteran? What's your race? That kind of thing. And they say it on there. You don't have to do this, but California is really specific. The ones that I've applied for there in California, they all have those 3 things right at the end. Nobody else does. So I'm going to keep trying that shit. Tony LaPruitt. My name is Tony LaPruitt. Oh, man. Actually, I'm thinking going way left field, I'm thinking something along the lines of Edward Winehouse or some shit like that. Something totally out of left field. But we'll see. Your camera has done its typical thing that I'm used to.
Did you take a whole bunch of pictures just now?
No, because there's no card in there.
Oh, that's what that was. I thought I heard.
Yeah, it took pictures, but there's no card. So you're good. But yeah, that's what's going on. So now let me move into some things that I put in our show prep that Tony LaPruitt's pretty funny though. It's pretty damn funny. I gotta give you that one. It is. Gonna give you that one there. I know I talked about sports last week briefly, and it was a lot of good dialogue back and forth with everybody in the live chat about the sports stuff that I brought up in the Olympics. But I thought this was cool, and this is regarding University of Oregon. And I've been trying to learn a little bit more about them and follow it a little bit more closely since our son is there. And, I've been all in with Clemson all my life, and it's senseless for me to not have the same effort when it comes to my son.
Of course.
So I've been trying to make sure I can dig into some things and pick up tidbits here and there and whatnot. So if you remember about this time last year, I told you that for Oregon to be Oregon, I thought their video stuff was pretty weak, and some of their promotional stuff was pretty weak. And then when we got the word that our boy was going there, and I started looking for jobs up there. Yeah. As soon as I started looking for jobs with them, because they were hiring, they're not anymore. But their video game and their graphics game, totally been ramped up since then. Yeah. So recently, I think this was as of Monday, if I share the screen here, that's the wrong button. This screen here, this is on their X page, the Oregon Ducks, Go Ducks X page. And it says something B1G is coming, which is code for the Big Ten Conference. And it's a picture of their mascot, the duck, sitting on this grassy knoll. Looks like they're in another town, probably Indianapolis, since that's where the Big Ten media is. And then it's got this big, huge shadow right there.
So awesome. That's a cool picture.
It's. I'm like, okay, that's a pretty nice picture, But then, go ahead.
Yeah, no, because I know what's coming next.
Yeah. But then after that, they being ballsy and all said, you know what? We're going to really make it big. The freaking university put a huge inflatable duck in the middle of a river there in Indianapolis, basically saying, hey, we here now. We're not in Pac-10 country no more. We are now Big Ten, and we ain't going nowhere. So it's a massive Oregon duck floats down the White River in downtown Indianapolis. And I had to give them the credit. That's a nice publicity stunt.
It really was, especially the way the shadow was.
Yeah, that other one, the shadow was the shape
of him walking.
Of the daggum duck.
Or not walking, duck's not
it's
walking.
the shape of the big ass duck.
Yep. That's what was so cool about it.
I'm so Oregon, I gotta give y'all credit, man. Y'all really
pretty awesome
stepping the game up with your marketing and so forth. But we don't see a lot of stuff like that nowadays because everybody's so damn sensitive about what they could post, and this offends me and this and that. And it's nice to see that someone took a risk and said, you know what? Yeah, we're going to probably get fined for putting this huge inflatable duck in city waters.
Oh, wow.
You know,
whatever. There are bigger things happening in the world than this duck floating in the water.
But there's like, okay, whatever. We'll just pay the fine if there is such a thing, you know.
Let's hope not.
Oh, gosh. Another thing I wanted to touch on here, and this totally made me think of your sister.
Oh, I was thinking about that when it started. And anybody.
This thing here, because we spoke about some accents and stuff like that previously on the show. Mm-hmm. Can I make it bigger? I guess I can't make it bigger. Oh, I didn't tell the audio to come out. I fixed that. Let's refresh that.
Word. TSIDDAHN. That spells sit down. I'll say this word about 628 times a day. For example, if y'all don't sit down, or perhaps, Kiara, I thought I told you to sit down. Or sometimes, I'm not going to tell you again, Jen. This year,
I love that. I saw that and I immediately thought of your sister.
Me too.
Being in special ed and doing all of the great work that she does. So much credit deserved.
That was really, really funny. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a good time talking about those accents, and I still got a lot of feedback from that. There was one from Iggy, I believe. She talked about being able to understand some of her Indian colleagues because she works with IT and developers. And and I can remember you and I having a similar conversation years ago. Because you would call customer service for some tech support or whatever,
anything,
and it would always be an Indian accent, and you would struggle, and you would damn near get racist. And
no, I was just like, I cannot. I don't. Some accents, I guess, are just really difficult on the ear.
Yeah.
And it was hard for a long time. And I think sometimes they were doing that on purpose.
Really? So really? You think they were speaking in their natural tongue on purpose, huh?
No.
That's their natural tongue.
You're not understanding. I'm
Clearly.
not even going to talk about it anymore. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore, but
yeah, I remember
it was just very
difficult.
It's a very thick accent, just like mine is.
Yeah.
So some people don't understand what I say.
The last couple companies I worked at, most of my teammates were Indian, from India at some point. And there were a lot of meetings because this is the one thing I appreciate about IT. It's just process and procedures. There's no bullshit. We get in, we get the meeting, we get out, but we would have emails. There's no long emails over and over and over. No, come here. We're going to meet for 10 minutes and settle this. So we get in that meeting and it's all of my Indian colleagues and you hear this accent over and over and over and over again. And it's just another level of immersion. Mm-hmm. So it sounded totally normal to me for me to call up the local internet provider and say, hey, my internet's out. I need you to do something, and have the Indian representative on the phone talk. It sounded totally normal for me.
Yeah.
You know,
I can say that about Vietnamese.
Come on, man. You in this Vietnamese stuff. You full of it.
No, I'm not. Don't hate.
Everybody, everywhere we go,
I think I do have some Vietnamese blood. I'm going to do my ancestry one day soon.
Really?
I think I got some Vietnamese blood.
Every time we go out somewhere that happens to have a Vietnamese person, which is like, you know, damn near everywhere here in the Bay Area, she goes. No, it's just, I don't know. I am so proud of myself that I still know how to speak,
how to count. I don't care that it's just counting numbers.
Yeah.
I don't care that it's
to
just
your credit. Yeah, you do know some of the
and
basic stuff of Vietnamese.
It's not just that.
But I swear,
I know how to enunciate the correct way. That sounds like I could be fluent. That matters.
I'm not buying that, dude.
It does.
I'm not buying it. I swear, you're going to end up turning into Peggy Hill every time we go out somewhere.
Okay, I will stop because I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that, so I'll stop.
No, it's fine. But I give you credit for knowing that stuff from however many years ago, and it still sticks with you. But if you're really serious about it, why not just pick up the Duolingo and just go Vietnamese? Duolingo, the app, or Babbel.
I never even thought about that. Because I mean, I'm a little bit there with the greetings. Mm-hmm. The elementary part of it, counting, greeting.
Yeah. But there's
and a
clearly
swear
more
word.
to that. There's clearly more to it, though.
Of course. It's a whole lot more to it.
But pick up Duolingo. Duolingo has a free version. And
is that where you had started yours?
Yeah, and it does pretty good. It's not immersion. It's not the Rosetta Stone where you're fully immersed in it the way Rosetta Stone does it, but it's still pretty good. And I want to say your sister was doing it for quite a bit too, and it sends you reminders and makes you spend X amount of minutes per day doing it. You know, but right now it is not a priority for me, so I've put it down.
I know,
but I think it's. I don't know. Maybe you could fit it in because it's only just a few minutes a day. Literally a few minutes a day. Thoughts?
You sound like you're just doing a commercial.
Yeah.
About learning a foreign language.
So how about y'all
literally
send in a
20 minutes a day,
freaking sponsorship
just a
or something?
few minutes a day, and you can learn a foreign language just by practicing a few minutes a day.
No, not quite. Not quite. I need a little more than a few minutes a day. We're going to pause and take one more break. And there's one more thing that I wanted to touch on.
I can't read. I can't see any of that over there.
Why you can't see the screen? Is the screen too small?
Well, yeah, that
the text is too small. Is that better? The text
that is better, and there's a camera of some sort. Lens.
Oh, the lens is right there on the edge. I'll move the lens when we take our break. So anyway, we're going to pause to take a short commercial break. And there's one more thing that I wanted to bring up before we get out of here, and I have thoughts. That's all I'll say. So
he said, "Enunciate, sit down."
John Helm. All right.
Sit down.
We're going to pause. We'll be right back. And we are back. This is Everyday People Doing Everyday Shit, the podcast of just two people randomly sitting on some mics talking about whatever the hell's on our mind, rants, accolades, good stuff, bad stuff, just everyday life. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for hitting the like button inside of YouTube right about now, as well as hitting the share button. Appreciate all the love and the support. Before we get out of here, there was one more thing that I wanted to touch on that's not in our show prep channel inside of Slack. Just telling you now. So this is going to be a bit of a surprise to you. But somebody has has unlocked an achievement here recently, apparently. I mean, it's like freaking huge news. And without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and flip my screen to let y'all see what's going on here, and turn on your volume.
Can't pay attention to the music and the words because of rights.
I should probably kill that music just like that. There we go. We'll kill the music there. So, for those watching the screen here or watching the video version of the show, can you tell me what the hell is going on here?
That is me and my great niece. She showed me how to do this dance, this line dance, and I was extremely proud of myself because I was able to learn how to move my feet like that, number one, and remember how to do it, and still remember how to do it. Burn some calories and just feel amazing and accomplished. You know, even so, when my classmate was like, I wish I could do that. You wouldn't be able to tell me nothing. He said, I'm doing good finding my keys and wallet in the morning. So that really made me happy. And they keep me young. Got a little, this is not like that. I got,
you yawning in the mic, you bored there?
No, I lost oxygen. Isn't that what you said? Is like oxygen or something when you yawn?
Yeah, sure.
Something like that. But no, I'm actually just loving what I see on the screen, you know.
Oh my gosh.
It was just beautiful. But like I told him, you get up and do it.
No, I
tell me my accomplishment. But no, I'm just kidding.
The thing is,
and I'm ready. I've already started teaching myself another one because my nieces, they've already taken off and started learning more.
Yeah.
Legenine's daughter, her and her daughter have already taken off learning another one, and I'm over here by myself. Mm-hmm. So I got to try to keep up so that when I'm over there, I'm not all the way green.
Yeah.
Green, right.
Do you remember the first time you saw, have you ever seen country line dancing?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you remember the first time you saw it?
Yes. Out in Charlotte, we had it was a bar, you know, on Wilkinson, the end. Oh my God, Coyote Joe's.
Coyote Joe's. Yep, I remember Coyote Joe's.
Yeah, Coyote Joe's, and that was the first time.
It's so funny. It's the grapevine, apparently. John Helm says, come on in. I hear a Patreon challenge to get you to the dance line. That would be no. But then again,
it's not going to happen.
That would be no. But again, it depends on how much the Patreon contribution is. I'll say that. There is a price. I'll say that much.
Yes, indeed. But it feels so good. I slept so good that first night we started. The first time I felt so good, and that was just learning. I mean, practicing, not learning, but it's exercise feels good, especially when you're doing something fun.
Did I kill? Oh, your battery died over there.
It's
Whoops.
okay.
I'm sorry.
It's fine because my eyes.
You got the whole water in the eyes.
You know how they do. Don't act. This is a normal thing. I don't know if I'm allergic to.
What?
Yes, just breathing.
Wait for it.
It could be my makeup, but no, because it does it even when I don't put makeup on sometimes in the mornings. Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's just water.
I asked you about the country line dance thing, and I remember my first time seeing it like up close and personal. This was when I had to go to Florida for work one time. And my team was like, Aunt, we're going to take you out. We're going to take you to so-and-so bar. I think it was called White Buffalo. I think. White Buffalo, and this was like,
that's the name of the bar.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm already like, oh shit, just
you crazy as hell. I'm not getting ready to go in there.
White Buffalo.
Coyote Joe's was hard enough.
So I said, all right, cool, we'll go. And we get there, and of course I'm the only black cat there, only black dude up in there, and I walk in, and you would think the music stopped. You would think the music stopped, because this is my hubris, if you will. You know how confident I am. I get to the location before my team does. I pull into the parking lot. I don't see none of their cars there. So I'm like, shit, I'm the first one here. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going in. So I just walked in by myself. And like I said, you would assume there was a record scratch.
Wow.
But it wasn't. The music kept going. But I do remember just seeing all of them hats
turning,
because they all got hats on, cowboy hats. All them hats just turned damn near in unison. It's like, who the hell is this big ass dude walking up in here?
Ooh, yeah. White Buffalo.
John says, White Buffalo. We told you Buffalo Wild Wings.
Exactly.
That could have been the case.
That's probably what it was. You went to the wrong place.
That could have been the case.
Exactly.
Oh, man. So I get in there and I just sort of wait around.
I hope they showed up.
They did. I just sort of waited around.
If they sent you there, that would be really ugly.
No, they showed up a few minutes after I did. And they went into the whole line dance thing. And I can just remember how serious those cats were. Mm-hmm. Not just my team, but everybody up in there that was line dancing. They were just like stoic. They were serious. The music was going on, and it was for real. You know, then I've
never seen anything like that before.
When I think about, you know, when black folks have their cookouts and stuff like that, and they do the freaking electric slide, everybody's all jovial and smiling and hands and doing different kinds of variations of the electric slide. Mm-hmm. No, not this line dancing.
You supposed to be on your mark. You better move when you're supposed to move. Do not let me stumble over you.
I was like, damn, these cats like serious.
Knowing how to play spades. You need to know how. We're not going to let you play with us if you don't know how. And we're not going to teach you.
Oh, my. And see, John Helms, I'm not going to dox him, but since he's putting it here in the chat.
I was at Coyote Joe's and they were line dancing to a song called Crush Clap.
Church clap.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't see.
Why don't you have your glasses on? Maybe that's what it is. Oh, because you're crying over there. Jeez. Church clap. They were line dancing to a song called Church Clap. So now I need to look that up. Hear what that sounds like.
How in the world have you been to Coyote Joe's?
Who, me?
He said he was at Coyote Joe's.
Well, because again, I did not want to dox and just give him his location, but since he's putting it here on a nice public chat, he's in Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
He has, as he says there in the chat, he has a friend that bartends there.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure they're not the ones from when I went.
Mr. Helm and I go way back. He's good people. He's good people.
Okay.
But you were talking about the accomplishments of doing said dance and so forth. And you asked me, you showed it to me.
It is a cult.
You did the dance and I was just like, okay, cool. But apparently that rubbed you the wrong way. Why is that?
No.
Oh,
you weren't like, okay, cool. You were laughing at me.
Yeah.
You laughed at me.
I did laugh at first.
It's not working. Where is that? He laughed at me the whole time, and I was even doing said line dance in front of him. He had a live front row seat to the line dance, and he laughed at me. He didn't cheer me on. He laughed at me.
I laughed because
he laughed at me, and then he was like, I mean, but so what? You do this. You can dance, can't you? You always saying that you can dance. I'm like, dude, there's more to me being able to dance, shaking your booty dance, to learning some steps so that you don't tripping over yourself or the person in front of you. But I was not getting that from you. So yeah, I did get frustrated until I heard from my classmate that made me laugh, saying exactly what I felt like I should have heard at that time. Like, hell yeah, if I learned that, you wouldn't be able to tell me shit.
And see, that's the thing. My whole point was, I didn't think it was a big deal because I thought that was, I don't know, child's play to you. Like a really, really easy thing for you to do. So I didn't see it as this accomplishment that you saw it was. I saw it as pretty status quo. I just assumed it was for you. Now, had it been for me or someone else that just didn't necessarily, that I didn't think knew how to move or have that coordination or anything like that, then yeah, I could see that as accomplished and as an accomplishment. Do you remember my
sister's birthday?
Yeah, I do remember that. I
mean, come on now. All of us, I don't know if anybody had it perfect.
I do remember the birthday dance that you all did for that. Because I did film it and it's out there on the web somewhere. I just don't know where.
That was
but even then, I assumed there was a couple of y'all in that group. It's just, again, status quo. It was, okay, sure, no big deal. I assume there's no big deal for your sister. I assumed it was no big deal for the cousin that I'm not going to say their name. I assumed there was no big deal for you. 3 people. That was it. Everybody else would have been sort of all over themselves and falling all over the place, and that was fine.
But once I made you aware that you should have been a little bit more happier, you became an ass out of that assuming. Because, yeah, I let you know, and it's just like, yeah, whatever.
I became an ass?
Like, no. When you say assuming, what is that little saying?
Yeah, I know the saying.
Okay. Now I forgot the point I was trying. You can't do that to me.
I swear, man, I do not make any of this stuff up every week.
Just like that. What was I talking about?
Every freaking day. Not every week. Not every week. Every damn day. That is how our conversations go. So, yeah. John Helm says, thought. Poof.
That's why you got to be right there when it happens.
That's just,
that's crazy. Dude. It just really went away. It just really went away. Wow.
Well, that was all I have for this week. That's good note to go out on, especially with you and your
maybe that's what it is. I'm just tired. The words, everything. It's been a full moon, going away, party, and still trying to get settled.
Yeah.
So my mind is all over the place. Sometimes it takes off before I'm ready.
I think that's the show title. Thought Poof. Thought Poof. I'm going to write that down. That's a good one. All right, folks, we're going to get out of here. Thank y'all for tolerating us for yet another week.
Thank you.
And starting late and all of that. Really do appreciate all the support. Really do appreciate y'all being in here in the live chat and just hanging out and being amazing people.
Yes, and giving me a laugh because I needed that. I needed to laugh like that. God.
Really do appreciate y'all. So, again, as usual, as any other person that's in the creative space, what matters to us from a support standpoint is letting other people know about what we do as creators. So please take this podcast and share it with other people that you may be friends with, or even an enemy. I don't care. Share it with any and everybody. Be it through your social media, through your text messages, whatever. Just share it and let folks know they can check us out. Everyday people doing everyday shit on whatever podcast app you use, as well as the YouTube channel here. The easiest way to find everything is just go to the website, antpruitt.com/podcast, and I have everything there. And I am going to continue to work on some other stuff that people may find useful, such as transcripts, because I speak the way I speak.
I know I saw some stuff
in there. She speaks the way she speaks.
I know I saw some stuff in there about a movie. Tajay asked about a movie, if we'd seen it, and I think Jasmine said it's funny.
Well,
it's on up.
Really? So, damn, that was damn near an hour ago. You just now bringing it up? Boy.
You didn't see it?
I didn't see it. I did not see it. So let me scroll back up here. So let's do this. See, this is...
It's real quick. It's just real quick.
This is why you all are here.
I didn't know it was just an hour ago. I mean, it was an hour ago.
Let's see. Tajay, chocolate chip and a cookie as well. That's so funny. Where else? Have y'all seen the movie Sorry to Bother You? No, I have not seen that movie.
I haven't seen it either.
What is that movie? So we're not going to leave just yet. We're just going to go look up Sorry to Bother You. And
thank you, Cinder. Good night.
Let's see what this says here. Sorry to Bother You from 2018, comedy sci-fi. Oh, that dude, he's been in a lot of stuff. In an alternate reality of present-day Oakland, telemarketer Cassius Green finds himself in a macabre universe after he discovers a magical key that leads to material glory. As Green's career begins to take off, his friends and co-workers organize a protest against corporate oppression. No, I have not seen this. And it's available for free on Pluto TV. Got a nice high rating on Rotten Tomatoes of 93. This looks like it might be worthy, huh?
All righty. We'll put it on the list because I haven't seen it. Thank you.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Sorry to Bother You.
My niece has seen a lot of stuff.
Interesting. Thank you for that. We will take a look-see at this. Put it in our queue of everything else that we watch. Cinder says, rest up and loves you. Thank you so much, Cinder. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Right, Thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you for the laughter. Thank you for the tears.
For real. Even though she calls them herself. Check us out on Patreon. Join the Patreon community. Go to patreon.com/AntPruitt. Again, it's patreon.com/AntPruitt. If you'd like to be a Patreon supporter, have 2 tiers in there to help support this here creative endeavor. Thank y'all for joining and telling other folks about that too. Creator office hours normally happens on Friday. I'm not going to be able to do it Friday. If I can do it Thursday, the 25th, I will, but I can't promise that. I don't know. But I definitely won't be able to do it Friday because I'm shooting a 7-on-7 tournament, the D1 Bound 7-on-7 tournament, which is hosted by Hardhead's former high school coach that I have a tremendous amount of respect for, and he definitely helped my boy out. So this is my way of trying to get out there and help them out too. So we'll pause creative office hours until next week at the very least. All right. Be well, do well, do something good for yourself, do something good for somebody else. Know that it is okay to love yourself, and we shall see y'all next week. Take care.